9 out of 10 people diagnosed with lupus nephritis are women. The disease can lead to permanent and irreversible kidney damage, as well as other serious complications like a heart attack and stroke. That's why a new campaign called Get Uncomfortable educates and empowers people with lupus to prioritize their health through regular blood and urine screenings. And leading this charge is someone you might recognize. Toni Braxton is a 7-time Grammy Award-winning R&B singer, actress, and producer. She's also been living with lupus for the last 15 years. And joining us today to share more about her story and to Get Uncomfortable campaign is the woman herself, Toni Braxton. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first, tell us about your own experience with lupus. What led to your diagnosis?
Yeah, I've been living with lupus, like you mentioned, for more than 15 years, and I've been having some serious health complications, including my kidneys. I remember the latest situation. I was not going to go to the doctors that day. I was feeling a little tired. You know, I just had the loss of my sister. I'm a little sad. I'm not going to go. And had I not gone to the doctors, I would not be sitting here talking to you today. They literally saved my life. So that's why I'm thrilled to be here today, to be partnering with Urania to talk about kidney health and the Get Uncomfortable campaign.
Yeah, so you were diagnosed, and then talk about your journey living with your diagnosis, and you actually kept it hidden there for a while.
I did. I hid it for a long time. I was ashamed because someone told me, never tell anyone, you'll never work. And so it caused me to feel ashamed to have this illness. But I found once I talked about it and empowered myself, it made me feel more empowered. My family, the community around me gave me the courage that I needed, and I'm here to pay it forward and empower and educate people living with lupus. Or if you have family or friends that's dealing with lupus, what can you do? I learned the numbers. I learned that African American women and Asian women are 4 times more likely to develop lupus nephritis. Hispanic women and Native American women are 2 times more likely. And I had no idea. I didn't know that 1 in 3 people living with lupus will probably experience kidney failure and may need dialysis or maybe even a kidney transplant. So your kidney health is very important.
Very important. And so a lot of things have changed there. At first, you didn't tell anybody, and now you are at the forefront of the Get Uncomfortable campaign. So can you share a little more about it and your involvement?
The Get Uncomfortable campaign is when you know you have to go to the doctors and get those screenings, and you don't feel like it. You don't feel like peeing in a cup. You don't feel like getting poked, and you're uncomfortable doing it. But I invite you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it's a wonderful website that I love, www.getuncomfortable.com. So much information. I invite you to embrace feeling uncomfortable, those moments that you don't want to go to the doctors. It could literally save your life.
And then what would you like the greater public to know when it comes to managing kidney health, and, you know, more on what can be so uncomfortable about it?
What can be uncomfortable is sometimes there are no symptoms, and there could be symptoms. You could be puffy, ankles, legs. Like I said, when your urine could look like beer. Probably way too much information for television in the mornings, but those things. And time to go to the doctors and little symptoms like that. And often we, women especially, we tend to put things, oh, I'm fine, you know, I have the kids, I'm working, my schedule won't allow it. I get to the doctors. When I get to it, it's important that you don't miss those doctor's appointments for those screenings.
All right, Toni Braxton, thank you so much for joining us this morning, talking about something so, you know, that we need to know more about, and the Get Uncomfortable campaign. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, sis.